New tools were just announced from Milwaukee, RIDGID, Harbor Freight, and RYOBI.
We've got tabless batteries, framing nailers, stick pumps, circular saws, grippers, and baby chainsaws.
Another Patreon member wins nearly $500 worth of power tools, and 25 of you will get the Platinum Tool Deal tonight from Ohio Power Tool. This is the Tool Show. Welcome back, tool fans. RYOBI launched another blower and chainsaw, and this time they're even bigger. This is the RYOBI 40-volt HP brushless 850 CFM backpack blower. And that 850 CFM is coming from a brushless motor that delivers more power than a 58cc gas blower. And thanks to the dual battery bays, you can get up to 2 hours of runtime with a pair of 40-volt 8-amp-hour batteries. It's also 40% lighter than the model it replaces, and perhaps most importantly for pro landscapers, it's part of their Whisper series, making it 83% quieter than gas.
They also announced a new 40-volt HP brushless 20-inch chainsaw. Nothing baby about this fella. They say it'll match the power of a 52cc gas chainsaw, make over 100 cuts with a single 8-amp-hour battery, and with a 20-inch bar, you can clear a 36-inch log. Both new tools are scheduled for summer of 2025, but no word yet on pricing.
Harbor Freight continues to expand its popular Pro-tier Hercules line with a new 12-volt brushless cordless quarter-inch right-angle die grinder. It delivers speeds up to 25,000 RPM for grinding, sanding, polishing, and machining the toughest materials. It's a crazy light 1.18 pounds, features a variable speed paddle switch with lock-off, and has a 4-mode selector to quickly adjust speed. It's even got an LED light to illuminate your work. The new Hercules 12-volt brushless cordless quarter-inch right-angle die grinder is available now at your local Harbor Freight store for $59.99 bare.
Remember that Milwaukee power manager that we first saw back at Pipeline that was promised to let you charge dozens of batteries without tripping a breaker? Well, it's finally here in both a 20-amp and 15-amp circuit model. The Milwaukee power manager will allow you to plug in up to 12 different Milwaukee chargers and automatically send maximum power to each one sequentially so you don't overload your circuit while charging dozens of batteries overnight. Both models are now available for special order over at Ohio Power Tool, with the 15-amp circuit model ringing in at $499 and the 20-amp version at $599.
Milwaukee also announced the arrival of their own M12 fuel quarter-inch right-angle die grinder coming next month. The 3485 runs up to 20,000 RPM, has a shadowless work light, a variable speed trigger, ergonomic handle, and 4-mode control. It also takes a single wrench and spindle lock to quickly change accessories as well. And at 1.3 pounds, it's incredibly lightweight. When it arrives next month, it'll be available in a kit with a CP 2.5 battery and an XC 5.0 battery for $349, or as a bare tool for $219.
RIDGID is expanding their 18-volt subcompact line with a new fan. This is the all-new RIDGID 18-volt subcompact brushless magnetic clamp fan. It will deliver up to 325 CFM and 800 FPM in a very small design, making it an incredibly portable solution to those small, hot spaces. It will run for up to 60 hours on a single 4-amp-hour battery. It has a strong magnetic base and a spring-loaded clamp, giving you several mounting options. It also has a 360-degree rotating head, so you can direct the airflow exactly where you need it. The RIDGID 18-volt subcompact brushless magnetic clamp fan will be available this month at Home Depot for $49 bare. A couple of weeks ago, Rob took delivery of a new Electric One e-bike. It's their flagship 750-watt rear hub motor e-bike with features that we have never seen on a bike before, like this belt drive that ditches a messy chain and means way less maintenance, and a crazy pinion 6-speed gearbox, which replaces a derailleur and allows you to switch gears electronically even when sitting still. Now, Rob loaned it to me this week and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's powerful, easy to use, and it looks great. It came with a 14-amp-hour 48-volt battery. It has 5 levels of pedal assist, and its motor puts out a solid 85 Newton-meters of torque. Honestly, I had no notes. But all of these features makes the bike cost more. They're running a sale right now, and it's still around $2,400. That's way below other bikes with pinion gearboxes and belt drives, but still more than I'm looking to spend on my own bike. So I headed to the Electric website and discovered they have a ton of other options, like the XP Lite 2.0, which is less powerful, but still has a top speed of 20 miles per hour and cost only $799. But even if you want the same 28 miles per hour top speed of the Electric One and a huge 65-mile range, you can get the XP Step Through 3.0 for only $1139. It won't be as fancy as Rob's, but I will be able to ride right alongside him for over $1,200 less. Now, we've been really impressed with their build quality, features, and price. So no matter what your budget is, if you're ready to get back on the saddle and go farther than you ever have before, Lectric has you covered. Click on the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and check out all of their rides. Add a bike cover to your order and get it for free with code TOOL at checkout.
Moving on to our favorite tool videos of the week, starting with Last Best Tool and
baby chainsaws.
Milwaukee's baby chainsaws, to be exact. He takes both the M12 and M18 hatchets out into the wintry elements to see how their power, efficiency, and convenience compares to a gas-powered equivalent.
Over the last 2 years, tabless cells have proven to be the power boost of choice for nearly every tool manufacturer looking to improve their old tools with new tech. But do they really work? Tools Tested decided to find out.
And now, for your favorite tool review channel with its own AI band.
Grab your friends. It's time again for a video from Tools and Stuff.
Tools and Stuff is tearing apart his new Makita, but don't worry, he already did a full review before deciding to open it up and take a deep dive into the nitty-gritty details.
Mark Thomas is back testing the new Milwaukee M18 stick pump and starts to compare it to the old M12 version, which he appeared to take an issue with.
But it doesn't have quite the volume and the lift that I want.
I hate not having enough volume and lift.
Same. Safety is never something to joke about, especially when it comes to table saws. As a rare pro with all of his digits, RYOBI has a few tips for you to ensure that you can count to 10 for a long time to come. That's the Gripper to Go push blocks that help enhance precision and protect your hands when you use it correctly. Don't worry, he shows you how to use it correctly.
Fingers hurt just thinking about that. Pro Tool Reviews is gearing up for outdoor chores with Milwaukee's M18 Fuel 20-inch chainsaw that is equipped with 2 batteries, making this beast work like a 70cc gas chainsaw. There are several features of the new saw that has PTR excited, and though they find a few negatives, it looks like it's one that you should add to your collection.
Do you actually assume that everyone who finds a new chainsaw just buys it and adds it to their collection of chainsaws?
Are they not?
The Boss GKW 18-volt 26 and rear handle circular saw landed in Taylor's shop this week, and after some testing, he seems pretty happy with it. He notes it's not going to be the most powerful or the lightest, but there are features and benefits that make it a worthy contender if you're looking for a new cordless saw. So before you invest your hard-earned money, check out Tinker with Tools.
Every Monday night, we do a private live stream with our Patreon members, the production crew. We talk about what content we'll feature in this week's show, and then play a game of Tool Show trivia with 2 random members.
Now, this week's game was played between Alex and B-Dubs. They both got their trivia questions wrong. So we had to break the tie with a tense game of rock, paper, baby chainsaw, and in the end, Alex was our winner.
After a quick spin of the wheel, Alex came away with a Bosch Bison cooler, various Lennox metal and wood jigsaw blades, Stealth Mount M12 mounts, a tough-built fastener bag set, a bunch of swag, and a Milwaukee M12 barrel grip jigsaw. Blessed be.
And of course, a $50 gift card to Ohio Power Tool for a total of $495 in prizes. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you who choose to support Sarah and I by joining our production crew on Patreon. If you haven't yet, there's a link in our description, and you too can join us on Monday nights for a shot at power tools and a guaranteed good time.
Moving on to our Platinum Tool Deal of the Week from Ohio Power Tool. Every week they send us an exclusive code that unlocks the best deal in the power tool industry. But remember, the code will only work for the first 25 people to use it.
Now this week's code will get you $50 off a purchase of $100 or more of anything in their clearance and overstock sections. Now we'll have a direct link to that you can find in the description. There you'll find a ton of tools from companies like Milwaukee, Bosch, DeWalt, Flex, Gear Wrench, Ego, Klein, and a ton more. The code you need is TS14279. Good luck.
I want to thank Lectric and Ohio Power Tool for supporting our show and our community of tool fans.
If you can, do something kind for your neighbor this weekend, and Sarah and I will see you next week.
You should marry me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that works.